Why hasn't your weight loss worked? Is it your hormones, your age, or maybe you haven't tried hard enough? Maybe it's that you've been trying to fix behavior without fixing identity. Trying to change food without changing thought patterns, trying to add habits without removing sabotage. You've been trying to improve the player without upgrading the decision maker. And here's what I know after coaching women over 40. The women who keep weight off long-term don't find a better diet. They become a different decision maker. Today, I'm going to show you the 3-part method I use. Reclaim your body, rewire your mind, and reset your standards. Because sustainable weight loss isn't about motivation. It's about who you become. Let's talk about it. Imagine trying to renovate a house. You buy new furniture, fresh paint, beautiful decor, but you've never cleared out the junk. The closets are packed, the foundation is cracked, the wiring is outdated. You are decorating dysfunction. That's what most weight loss attempts look like. You buy the plan, download the app, order the supplements, and start Monday. But underneath, you don't trust yourself around food. You negotiate with cravings, you inflate your consistency, you overestimate your effort, and you underestimate your sabotage. It's like a smoker doing breath work, but never quitting smoking. You're optimizing around the problem instead of eliminating it. And that's why 90% of diets fail, because they target food, not identity, not patterns, and not standards. Let me ask you something. When the craving hits at 9:30 p.m., who decides? When you say, I'll start over tomorrow, who decides? When you justify the weekend, who decides? Your body doesn't respond to your intention. It responds to the decisions you repeat. And if the decision maker hasn't changed, the results won't either. Now imagine something different. Imagine walking into your kitchen and not feeling tension. Imagine hearing a craving and not negotiating. Imagine going on vacation and not spiraling. Imagine not obsessing over Monday. That's the transformation. Not fast weight loss, but calm authority with food. Not motivation spikes, but repeatable standards, permanent capability. That's what Reclaim, Rewire, Reset creates. We move in 3 phases because you cannot reset what you haven't rewired, and you can't rewire what you haven't reclaimed. Reclaim is stabilization. Most women feel betrayed by their bodies. It used to work. I don't recognize myself. Nothing works anymore. Reclaiming is about clearing the junk first. We focus on big rocks: fiber, protein, calorie awareness, exercise, sleep, and emotional regulation, and removing one sabotage habit. Not 27 changes, 1. Let me tell you a story. I worked with a woman who tracked perfectly Monday through Thursday. Friday night, wine. Saturday, grazing. Starting tomorrow, on Sunday. She swore she was consistent. But when we removed just one habit, weekend wine and grazing, everything shifted. Energy stabilized, food noise lowered, the scale started moving, not because we added something magical, but because we removed what was sabotaging. That's reclaim. Subtraction before addition. If you're listening right now and thinking, I know exactly what my sabotage habit is, good. That awareness is powerful, but awareness without structure fades. If you want support removing that habit and building standards around it, apply for a clarity call. This isn't about more information, it's about execution with accountability. So let's move to phase 2, rewire. This is where most programs completely fail. They give you food rules, but they don't touch your thinking, and your thinking is the operating system. Imagine your brain is a GPS. If it's programmed with, I can't trust myself, I always mess this up, it's my hormones, I deserve this, you will be routed back to the same destination, over and over. Rewiring updates the identity. Instead of I blew it, it becomes I recover quickly. Instead of what's the point, it becomes one decision doesn't define me. Instead of I'll start Monday, it becomes I don't start over, I adjust. Behavior follows identity, and identity is built through repeated decisions. You're not trying to lose weight, you're becoming the woman who follows through. That's different. Reset is where standards are built, not motivation, standards. Motivation is emotional, standards are structural. Motivation says, I feel like it. Standards say, this is who I am. Reset means no more hero streaks, no more 30-day extremes, no more white knuckling. It's boring, predictable, repetitive. And that's why it works, because your body responds to patterns, not intensity. Let me say something important. It will take longer than you think, but it will last longer than anything you've tried before. The woman who completes this method, they don't become obsessive, they become calm. They stop buying new plans, blaming hormones, arguing about supplements, majoring in the minors. They execute big rocks. They tell the truth about their patterns. They remove the habit they were protecting, and their body responds. One client said to me, "For the first time in 20 years, I don't feel at war with food." That's not a diet result. That's identity transformation. That's a new decision maker. This is hard. If it was easy, 90% would have felt. But hard doesn't mean broken. Hard means you're growing. Hard means you're stretching identity. You can't purchase this level of transformation. You build it with structure, with standards, with support. And if you want to go far, you go together. High performance understands this. They hire coaches in business, in athletics, in leadership, but when it comes to their body, they try to DIY it. And that's where they stall. If you're done collecting plans, if you're done negotiating with yourself, if you're ready to become a different decision maker, reclaim, rewire, reset. 6 weeks, execution, identity shift, big rocks first. Apply for a clarity call. This isn't for women looking for easy. It's for women ready for lasting. And if this episode hit you, share it with someone who's still decorating dysfunction. You don't need another diet. You need a different decision maker. I'll see you inside.